Hey guys, Fig Nukem Records here back in with another video. Today's going to be a top 15 or top 10 plus 5. I was going to originally do top 10, but today we're doing albums of the 70s, and I just had too fucking many. I couldn't whittle down to 10. So today we're going to be doing 15. Hope you guys enjoy. Of course, you can kind of tell we got a little more room here, and you can shit on me for being a Patriots fan. But overall, just wanted a little bit more room to hold up the records. I hope you all understand. It might be a little weird, but it is what it is, and you can probably, please don't yell at me for having a record on the fucking in there. It's just an old one. It's like an old crappy record. That's what I do is I have a couple crappy ones at the bottom there. Um, just ones that I've been gifted over the years. Usually, other people don't really check for. They see, oh, this one's cheaper. Let me grab this one. I mean, I'm not, I'm not hating on for that, but I'm just saying some aren't as nice as others, so I just kind of keep them. And that one I was testing out and listening to. So overall, don't crap on me too much, please. But yeah, let's dive right into this. Starting with, how about one of my favorite albums from the 70s, of course, Uriah Heep, Demons and Wizards. I always want to say Demons and Magicians. I don't know why. But overall, you got some great, I think it's because Magician's birthday, but you got some great stuff on here. Of course, The Wizard, Traveler in Time. God, that song is awesome. First of all, The Wizard is awesome. Like a slow, more acoustic rocker. And then you have Traveler in Time, which is kind of awesome. Oh my god, dude, everything's awesome. Easy Living, of course, the big one. You got Poet's Justice, another great one. Circle of Hands with amazing fucking operatic vocals in that. Rainbow Demon as well. All My Life, and finishing off with a long 12-minute Paradise slash The Spell. And of course, you have the amazing vocals of David Byron on here. Hensley doing his fucking work. I mean, this is a great album. If you love fucking Hammond organ, you love amazing vocals. I know the vocals aren't for everybody, but like his fucking vibrato is insane, dude. It's fucking amazing. Also, just want to show off a little bit. I think this is an Argentinian copy, so that's pretty cool. That's one of the ones I got when I was younger. Pretty cool. Just a little thing. I don't think it's really worth a lot, but I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Next up, how about one? So this one was a struggle for me. It was between this and another album. The other album is usually my favorite. This one, I was just feeling it today, honestly. Because, well, it's kind of this, between this and two other albums. But today I was feeling this one. I'm feeling more experimental. And how about Pink Floyd's Metal? Of course, competing with Animals, of course. Because, God, you have some great songs on there, too. It's really hard. But this one made the list today. Don't think I doubled any up, so sorry. Yeah, there's not gonna be any other Pink Floyds on here. Sorry, Dark Side of the Moon fans or The Wall fans. This is just my one. There's just so much. There's classic rock on here. You have some just really good overall just rock music. It's not just it's experimental, but then there's like just good songs on here overall. And I'm not saying there's not good songs on Animals. Like, I fucking love dogs. I love sheep. It's just, that's like, that album's built around 3 long songs and 2, like, 1-minute opener and closers. This is more of a traditional album. Of course, it still has the behemoth echoes on it. But, I mean, overall, this is just a great album. A hefty album that's, I feel like, not that, you're always going to have your Dark Side, you're always gonna have your fucking Wall fans, and like there's always like the the true Pink Floyd fans that are Animal fans, and that's just them. I love Animals, don't get me fucking wrong, but man, this one is just doing it for me right now. I've been listening to this a decent amount, fucking love it. How about next up, another one where I changed my mind at the last moment, just because I think this album, I find myself revisiting more. Maybe it's just because it's more song based. But yeah, Beating Out Thick as a Brick. We got Aqualung. I know, very basic, but man, this has first of all my favorite Jethro Tull song on it. My God. Then you got Aqualung, Cross-Eyed Mary, Mother Goose. Of course, My God, Hymn 43, Locomotive Breath. These are just amazing. Like, this is really what made Jethro Tull. If you're gonna say which album is their first one that like made them what they are, this mixed hard rock. This mixed like, of course, oh my gosh, what am I saying? Folk. But yeah, they're all amazing. And of course, you have a great lineup too. Martin Barr, Ian Anderson, some great people. Jeffrey Hammond. Oh, man, it's just so, love it. All right. Sorry, I kind of got sidetracked there. How about next up? One that I think knocked another one off the list at the last moment. I don't even remember which one it knocked off, honestly. But how about Traffic, the Low Spark of High Heeled Boys, man. This song makes me wish I was back in the 70s sitting there outside my office in my lazy suit, or my leisure suit I should say, and fucking listening to this, smoking a cigarette. God, man, you got great songs. Hidden Treasure, honestly my favorite, the 12-minute behemoth of Low Spark of a High Heeled Boys. My gosh, you have just fucking great songs on here that all are amazing. And this album, of course, this fucking weird thing that's happening with the corners cut. Just such a unique album. Like a nice mix of, or jazz fusion, I would say. And not really a mix of jazz fusion, but just a beautiful album. Honestly, oh shit, I just knocked my thing out of the way. But honestly, I think I'm trying to stick my thing in there. Ooh. Goodness, I can't even get it in. Oh, the others. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna get rid of that sleeve anyway. I don't need it. I got other sleeves. I can put them in. It already is another sleeve, so I don't fucking know. Great album, just so chill, so awesome. But yeah, next up, how about probably my most controversial? I know probably people could be like, metal after metal. You pick that over Animals and The Wall and Dark Side. No, this one's probably gonna be my most controversial because it's my favorite record from the band. I know it's a lot of people's least favorite, maybe other than Coda. How about In Through the Outdoor by Led Zeppelin? Goddamn, dude, has an amazing opener from In the Evening. Southbound Suarez, a fun song. Fool in the Rain, amazing. Hot Dog, man. God, who doesn't love Hot Dog? Come on. I know, I'm just kidding. Y'all probably all fucking hate Hot Dog. The super, I would say, innovative Carousel Lumbra, which is like a 10, 11-minute track, man. Fucking awesome, unique. All My Love, that song, of course, dark from the themes of it. Of course, being about, I think it was Robert Plant's lost son. And then I'm Gonna Crawl. Just, you can tell it's a unique album for Led Zeppelin. I know, a lot of people will be like, oh, this thing's dog shit. I fucking love it. And this is kind of my beat up copy. This is my OG copy. But fucking love it nonetheless. Great album. Moving on. Y'all put all your hate in the comments. I don't even know what I was about to say there. Next up, how about Grateful Dead, Wake of the Flood. God, I fucking love this. Is my 100% my favorite Grateful Dead album. This is one of the few that I'm like, there's no bad songs in between. Of course, you got starting with Mississippi Half Step Uptown Tulu. That song fucking goes crazy. Let Me Sing Your Blues Away. Amazing. Row Jimmy, of course, classic. And then you got the Weather Report Sweet Man. That's like honestly my favorite Grateful Dead song. It might come up eventually on, my favorite prog songs all the time or whatever. I don't know. I think it's a prog song. I know these guys are considered like all over the board, but this is a fucking great album. A great mix of, I guess it's more their more folky albums, but man, I fucking love it. It's amazing. If you guys haven't listened to this, listen to it. Even if you aren't maybe a Dead fan. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're not a Dead fan, don't listen to it. I don't know. I love it. But next up, how about the last album from maybe my favorite band of all time. It's so hard. We got Let It Be by the Beatles. Oh my God. It's hard not to throw any, if they're in an era, it's hard not to put them in there. But man, you got some amazing tracks on here. Of course, I think I prefer the Let It Be Naked version, which I also have. But, because I think that's just because it's what I grew up with. There you go. But, you have some great songs on here. Two of Us going nowhere. Fucking great song. Dig a Pony. I fuck with that song. I know probably not a lot of people's favorite songs. Across the Universe, amazing. I Mean Mine, of course, George Harrison. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm saying right now. Goodness gracious. Yeah, George Harrison's uh, track on the album. You got Dig It, not my favorite. How about Let It Be, though? Of course, a classic. I've Got a Feeling. Fucking love that song. Everybody Had a Wet Dream. God, what a great song. One After 909, the classic, of course, an older song that they recorded for this one. The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue, and Get Back, of course. Ugh, what an amazing song. I think I do prefer the track listing on. I'm trying to remember how it is on Let It Be Naked, because I don't think I like Get Back as the first song, or the last song. Sorry, I think this has it as the first one. Yeah, um, yeah, and Let It Be as the final, which, you know, it is what it is, but really cool, especially after watching the Get Back documentary. If you guys haven't watched that, it's on, of course, Disney Plus. Amazing, or you can buy it on Blu-ray as well. Fucking great. It's awesome. It's like, I don't know, I'd say 6 to 9 hours, somewhere between there. I forget if each one's like 2 or 3 hours. Amazing. The rooftop concert's awesome to watch live. Just everything, watching them in the studio, it was great. But next up, how about something somebody was calling the next Beatles, or that they thought was the Beatles? How about Klaatu, Hope? You have some great songs on here. We're Off, You Know, Around the Universe in 80 Days, The Loneliest of Creatures, So Said the Lighthouse Keeper, and of course the title track, Hope. First of all, this album cover, absolutely badass, just like every single Klaatu cover. This band is fucking awesome. If you guys like that psychedelic Beatles, if you like, honestly, any type of 70s prog, man, these guys are it. These guys are amazing. It sucks that they were fucking downgraded to, oh, these guys aren't the Beatles, we don't like them anymore. Like, just because, to be fair, I think it was Capitol who they were on at the time. Yep, Capitol was pushing them as the Beatles. So is that really fair? No, I don't think so. But these guys are fucking awesome. If you guys enjoy that stuff, like I said, check them out. They're fucking awesome. They need more respect than they have ever gotten. And I'm guessing now they're getting more respect than ever because, you see them popping up in lists all the time now and people making videos about them. So really cool stuff. How about next up, of course, a Juggernaut album. How about Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf? Of course, Jim Steinman being the fucking powering force behind this album as well. And Todd Rundgren. Of course, you have some great songs. Of course, the rip-roaring Bat Out of Hell. You took the words right out of my mouth with the great fucking, I don't know what you want to call it, the spoken word intro. We're talking about Wolf and the Red Roses. All revved up with No Place to Go. Awesome. Heaven Can Wait. The emotional epic, I'd say. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. A good rocker. Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. Come on. I mean, it's great. And then, for crying out loud to finish it off, what an album. Of course, produced, engineered, and mixed by Todd Rundgren. Great fucking musician overall. Arranged by Jim Steinman with Todd Rundgren. And some really good stuff. I mean, this fucking album cover as well, fucking awesome. I know I've watched videos of people saying, oh, this album cover tricked me. It's not a metal album. Like, nah, bro, just, come on. It's a fucking it's an awesome album. I love metal, and it doesn't have to be fucking metal, dude. You can tell by all the shit I have in the background that I'm a hardcore metalhead. But man, not everything has to be metal. Some things could be just fucking great and not be metal, you know what I mean? I grew up with this kind of stuff first, and then I got into metal, so maybe that's why I'm not like that. But next up, how about, of course, probably one of my favorite albums of all time, probably top 15. Of course, iRobot. You got some amazing tracks. The instrumental funkiness of iRobot to the cool, chill, I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You. Some Other Time. Breakdown. Fucking amazing song. Don't Let It Show. My favorite, The Voice. And then you got, of course, Nucleus. I believe that's a instrumental track, if I am right. Day After Day. Another great one. And then you have Total Eclipse and Genesis. I believe both of those are instrumental tracks. I could be wrong. I listen to a lot like this, so honestly, I could be wrong. But great album. One of my favorites all time. Of course, and I actually have it signed by Alan Parsons. Of course, not like I didn't get signed. I went to his show and I bought it. Yeah, I know it's lame, but I was like, oh man, this is awesome, because he was like my favorite artist at the time. Still up there. I don't know though. It's so tough. There's so many I love. Like Between the Buried and Me. I love the Beatles. I love Alan Parsons. I love so fucking many, but it's hard to say. Next up, one I was talking about on my uh, top 10 um, prog albums to get you in for newbies or whatever the heck I called it. Gosh, man, great album. You have It Takes a Woman's Love to Make a Man, the ultimate rocker. 2 Cents Worth, Icarus Born on Wings of Steel, the absolute Kansas classic. Child of Innocence, fucking amazing song. The Pinnacle. This album's amazing, underrated for Kansas. Usually hear about their other two big ones, but man, I think this is better than Leftover Tour and Point of No Return. But I know I'm fucking wrong to the consensus, but whatever. I fucking love this album. Check it out if you guys haven't before. Next up, how about one that is very not controversial? How about The Grand Illusion by Styx? 100% my favorite. I mean, you got so much fucking great stuff. You have Grand Illusion, of course. Fooling Yourself, an amazing track. Sorry, I thought I saw a spider on here for a second. Superstars, Come Sail Away, of course. Miss America, Man in the Wilderness, the amazing Castle Walls, underrated fucking track, and Grand Finale. What a great album. Y'all need to check that out. That's some great AOR or prog, whatever you want to say. Next up, how about we got Yes Relayer. I mean, Gates of Delirium. That's like my favorite Yes song of all time. I love it. I know not everybody likes the upbeat tempo of his vocals in the beginning. It's not for everybody, but honestly, the way that this song shifts, it'll have you feeling so much emotion by the end when the part soon comes up, that it's honestly, it has to be one of my favorites. There's very few songs that make me feel that emotional. And then you got Sound Chaser and To Be Over. Of course, the standout really is Gates of Delirium, but awesome album. Super, super great. Next up, how about another long song group, or like super concept album group. I just dropped this, but here you go. How about Journey to Sinai by Nectar? Of course, you have some great songs on here. Astronaut's Nightmare, The Nine Lifeless Daughters. Okay, honestly, it's just this whole album. Listen to it. It fits so well. It goes so well together. It's super psychedelic. I wouldn't say it's probably less proggy than their other albums, but man, this fucking thing is amazing. If you guys enjoy this kind of music, check it out. Honestly, my favorite Nectar record. I know it's controversial because you have Recycled Man, you have Tab in the Ocean, and man, there's some great albums out there by Nectar. Check them out if you guys haven't checked them out before. Some great krautrock. I mean, yeah, they started in Germany, but they're like a British band completely. They're not like an Eloy. But next up, and least, how about Blue Oyster Cult's Secret Treaties? God, I fucking love this album. Career of Evil, Subhuman, Dominance, Submission, Dominance. Yeah, okay. Fucking awesome. ME-262, the absolute fucking blazing rocker about the, World War II jets. Cagey Cretins, awesome. Harvester of Eyes, fucking amazing. Flaming Telepaths, and of course, the psychedelic, progressive, ultra fucking not anthem. I don't know what you want to say. Astronomy, fucking great song. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like me getting super enthusiastic about some albums from probably my favorite era of music. But yeah, that'll be all for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Peace.